Yo, what's good, truth seekers? Welcome back to my channel where we unravel the mysteries that history tried to bury. Today, we're diving deep under the sands of Giza to answer a question that's been burning for decades. Did Edgar Cayce, the legendary sleeping prophet, predict the secrets hidden beneath the Great Pyramid and Sphinx? And do his wild visions match the jaw-dropping discoveries scientists are uncovering right now with cutting-edge technology? Buckle up, because this is going to blow your mind. Smash that like button if you're ready to uncover the truth, and let's dive in. Alright, let's set the stage. Edgar Cayce, known as the Sleeping Prophet, was an American clairvoyant in the early 20th century who claimed to channel visions of ancient civilizations while in a trance. And boy, did he have some wild things to say about Giza. According to Cayce, around 10,500 BC, way before mainstream Egyptologists say the pyramids were built, survivors of the lost civilization of Atlantis constructed the Great Pyramid and Sphinx, not as tombs, but as a temple of initiation and a vault for sacred knowledge. Yeah, you heard that right, Atlantis. Cayce's big claim? There's a hall of records buried under the Sphinx, accessible through a passage from its right paw, packed with Atlantean secrets. Think ancient tech, history, and prophecies. He said this chamber and others under the pyramids would be found when humanity was ready, around a time of great change between 1958 and 1998. Spoiler, that didn't quite happen. But Cayce also described the Great Pyramid as a timeline in stone, with its passages encoding human history and hidden chambers holding records of a lost world. Sounds like an Indiana Jones movie, right? Drop Hall of Records in the comments if you're hyped to learn what's really down there. Fast forward to today, and science is catching up, or is it? Let's talk about what researchers have actually found under Giza using high-tech tools like muon radiography and ground-penetrating radar. Buckle up, because this gets crazy. In 2015, the Scan Pyramids project blew the lid off Giza's secrets. Using muon detectors, fancy tech that tracks cosmic rays, they found a massive void above the Grand Gallery in the Great Pyramid, dubbed the Big Void. It's at least 30 meters long, and nobody knows what it's for. Could this be one of Cayce's hidden chambers? Unlike Cayce's Hall of Records, this void is high up in the pyramid, not below, and it's near the Sphinx. Plus, no Atlantean scrolls have been found yet, but the discovery proves there's more to the pyramid than we thought. Mainstream Egyptologists are shook. Now let's talk about the Khafre Pyramid, the second pyramid at Giza. In 2025, researchers like Corrado Malanga and Filippo Biondi used synthetic aperture radar to detect huge cylindrical shafts and chambers beneath Khafre. We're talking massive structures, possibly a kilometre deep. This lines up with a previous video about these mysterious pillars under Giza. Check out those in the description. But here's the kicker. Those shafts don't match Cayce's vision of a record chamber under the Sphinx. They're under the Khafre Pyramid, and they seem more structural than mystical. No Atlantean library here, but it's still a game changer. What about the Sphinx? Cayce was all about the right paw passage. In the 1970s, SRI International and Marcolina used ground-penetrating radar and found anomalies under the Sphinx's paws, possible cavities. More recently, Zahi Hawass and others mapped tunnels in the Sphinx's rump, likely dug by treasure hunters, but no Hall of Records. These findings are tantalising, but they're not the grand Atlantean vault Cayce described. Still, the fact that there are cavities keeps the dream alive. What do you think? Is the Hall of Records still waiting? So, how do Cayce's visions stack up against these discoveries? Let's break it down. Casey said the Hall of Records is under the Sphinx, tied to Atlantis, and would be found in a time of global upheaval. Modern science has found voids and shafts, but they're mostly in or under the pyramids, not the Sphinx. And there's zero evidence of Atlantean tech or records. Casey also claimed the pyramids were built 10,500 BC, but carbon dating, like studies from the Jedi project, pegs them closer to 2,500 BC, Khufu's era. Big gap there. But here's where it gets spicy. Casey's fans, like John Van Oyken from the ARE, argue his visions were symbolic, not literal. Maybe the Hall of Records is a metaphor for spiritual knowledge, not a physical vault. Or maybe science hasn't dug deep enough. Researchers like Hugh Newman and channels like Ancient Architects point out that radar anomalies keep popping up, hinting at more to find. Casey's timeline might be off, but his idea of hidden chambers, not so crazy anymore. And for my members and patrons, I'm diving into my wilder theories about who really built these structures. Link in the description for that exclusive content. Alright, let's wrap this up. Edgar Casey's visions of a lost Atlantean library under the Sphinx are epic, but science is telling a different story. Voids in the Great Pyramid, shafts under Khafre, and maybe cavities under the Sphinx. Are these the chambers Casey saw, or is the Hall of Records still out there, waiting for us to crack the code? If this blew your mind, smash that like button, and let's get those likes up. For more of my wild videos about Giza's lost pyramids, join my members club, link below. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay inquisitive.